Hey, how's it going? It's Keith Townsend from the CTO Advisor. Which is cheaper, Splunk or Athena for data query? You know what? That's the wrong question. The question is, what's your use case and where would you use Athena versus Splunk? For those of you who are not aware, Athena is a platform that allows you to query S3 objects natively using SQL commands, and Splunk is a data analytics platform that's typically found in enterprise IT. So how do the two solutions ingest data? We have a data source. Let's say that it is an application running on EC2, S3, and you have your infrastructure such as DNS, CloudWatch, etc. You can feed those data sources into S3 directly or ingest them into Splunk. There is an abstraction layer that takes the data, in the case of Athena, and creates a table. You can use something like AWS Glue to automatically take your multiple data sources, create a schema. Then as an end user, you can query each source based on your data analytics needs. That's about where the similarities in the solutions end. S3 uses the immense capability of Amazon's Access Compute. They can natively give you the capability of not having to have to worry about the underlying infrastructure. So unlike in Splunk, where you have to spec out the size of EC2 instance you want to use, the amount of EBS storage, or the amount of S3 storage you want to use from the back end, AWS takes care of all of that. They manage it in both capacity and pricing, and you just run the queries up against the platform. Splunk, you have to take care of all of that. But what do you get in return with the Splunk platform? You get performance. I want to know if malicious activity was happening against my load balancers during peak season, or if it was just a issue with load. That query will return back in a matter of seconds or minutes. When I do the same thing with Splunk, if I've sized my Splunk infrastructure correctly, I get that response back immediately. And in each case, I paid for S3, the X3 query on Athena, I pay for it by the drink. So I did the math. If I have 50 terabytes of data stored in S3 and I ran a query against that entire 50 terabyte set, it would cost me $250 per query. In Splunk, that's built into the cost of the infrastructure. And I get the results back again immediately, so I can build tooling and reactions based on that. I can either do Lambda functions, or I can have remediations, or I can have flows that move to the NOC, etc. With S3, I don't have that reliability, and I pay by the drink, and my cost will go higher. But if I don't need the results instantly, this becomes a much cheaper and much more appealing solution because I don't have to manage the infrastructure. I don't have to worry about infrastructure. And I'm a big fan about not worrying about infrastructure. But again, if I need the results quick and my business depends on it, Splunk has unique value. Let me know. Do you not agree? Disagree? Is there some other advantages, disadvantages to S3 versus Splunk and Athena versus Splunk? DMs are open on Twitter at CTO Advisor, or comment below. Talk to you next AWS every day.